one. Chris Mack is based around affordable performance vehicles. Look at this 2023 Volkswagen Jetta GLI, for example. $30,000, 228 horsepower to the front wheels, and a quick shifting 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack, and in this video, I'm going to show you around this vehicle, show you the various different features, take it on a drive, and give you my final verdict. Let's go ahead and get into this video, shall we? Let's go! Looking on the outside of the 2023 Volkswagen Jetta GLI Autobahn, this is your key fob right here. You have lock, unlock, as well as remote start and a trunk release. Panic button is right there on the side of the key fob with the Volkswagen logo inscripted right there on the front. As equipped, this vehicle is $31,000 with 600 miles on it. I will put the original MSRP in the description below. This does have about 600 miles on the clock as of this filming of this video. You can see, looking at the design of the Jetta GLI, does have a slightly more revised front fascia for the 2022 model year. They receive a facelift, so you get a little bit more sportier and different red accents up front. You can see, I do like the red little accents right there on the side vents as well as through the front of the grille. Very sporty-esque. You do have full LED lighting for the LED turns, the LED actually low and high beams with halogen turn signals right there. You also have LED daytime running lights on that side. This does have the full suite of driver assistance technology, which you will try out on the road. Looking at the wheels, are 18-inch wheels wrapped in all-season tires. I do like the red brake calipers, both front and rear. You have GLI inscripted right there on the sides. Keyless entry for the front door handles. You got blind spot information, and you can see up top you do have a moonroof. Coming around to the rear of the GLI, you do have a more sportier diffuser versus a regular version of a Jetta with a dual exhaust setup right there. You do have full LED tail lights with LED turn signals, brake lights, and reverse lights. Opening the trunk, you will find 14 cubic feet of space. You can fold down the seats right there on both sides in a 60-40 split. Some mats right there. And you do have a temporary spare tire as well, which is becoming less common. Now let me show you guys the powertrain of the Jetta GLI. Get the prop rod. Now looking under the hood of the Jetta GLI, this has the 2.0 turbo 4-cylinder, makes 228 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, connected to a 7-speed DSG or dual clutch. It is 26 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 30 combined. Vehicle weight is 3,300 pounds as this one is equipped. You can also get a 6-speed manual if you want to roll your own gears. Let me show you guys the interior of the Jetta GLI. We're going to start on the back seats. The first thing you notice sitting back here is the legroom. I only have about 5-6 inches of legroom. As far as headroom goes, I have about an inch of headroom. Unfortunately, you don't get rear vents back here, but I do like the little storage compartment right there. The mat pockets, and the seats are very soft touch. We have a center console right there with 2 cup holders. I do wish illumination was LED though, but let's go ahead and hit the cockpit of the Jetta GLI, where all of the action happens. That's one little Easter egg I just spotted right there. You can see like Volkswagen inscripted right there. It's the little details. Looking at the door panels, you can see you have your window controls as well as mirror controls right there. I do love the red stitching. This is a Titan black interior. This red stitching really does pop and make it just a little bit better inside. But you can see, looking at the seat controls, you do have 3-person memory. Power back bottom with a 2-way lumbar support right there. Passenger seat is manual adjustable. You do have a manual adjustable steering column right here. light controls are on this side. You can see it's a smidget of the ambient lighting right there. Let's move the seat back. So looking in front of you in the cockpit of the Jetta GLI, you can see you do have this lovely 3-spoke steering wheel right here. You have your driver assistance technology on this side for your adaptive cruise control with the volume controls right there at the bottom. And then over here is how you control your virtual cockpit or virtual cluster right here in front of you. So let me show you guys that real quick. So looking at your various different views, you can change the view so you can have more of an expanded view with the traditional tack and speed. You can put up your compass information, audio, telephone, vehicle status. You can also put up speed and driver assistance technology. And then when you do have your navigation, it'll probably pop up inside of the screen right there. We'll go ahead and leave it back on the assist system right there. But it is all configurable right here on this side. And then of course, if you hit the view button, you can have it more expanded. Or you can have a regular view right there. You also do have your light controls on that side right there. Your turn signals. You hit the end of the stalk right there to turn on your driver assistance technology at the end of the stalk right there. To control your adaptive cruise, lane keeping assist, and so on. It's like a little shortcut button right there, which is very nice. Over here on this side is for your wipe controls. In German car fast, you gotta go up. Let me go ahead and show you guys the infotainment. It is an 8-inch display. And we'll start out with the Apple CarPlay test. That's probably the first thing we will start out with. It is wireless for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so it does have a 9-speaker Beats sound system, so let's try it out.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine.
As you can see, the 9-speaker Beats audio system is very clear, crisp. I do like the bass and the sound quality. One other thing I do want to point out as well is I actually do like the placement of the screen was actually incorporated into the dashboard. A lot of cars are going for like where it's kind of tacked on top, but I actually do like this. Looking more at the features, radio functions right there. Oh, let's turn that down. You got your radio functions right there. Media functions right there with your phone connections. That is also how you connect to your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto right there. So you go to the phone and you have to basically pair it up to the screen. Voice command function right there. You have a physical volume knob with a tune knob on this side. Your built-in apps. Sound functions right there. You can also customize the Beats sound system. Going into your car settings right here. You have your performance displays right there. So it'll show you like basically your speed as well as the digital cockpit. You can change the different views. You can go into your selections and stuff for all that stuff. We're going back under your vehicle settings right there. Let's see if we can go back. There we go. So you can see right here in your vehicle settings, you do have your ESC for your electronic stability control, tires, various different lighting functions right there. You do have rear cross traffic alert, ambient lighting where you can configure the various different colors. Let me see if I can get you guys a little demonstration of that. So right now it is on orange. Let's go red. Pink, blue, and then back to orange. But it looks so nice at nighttime. I definitely will have to check it out when it does get a little bit darker. But you can adjust in all these various different colors right here. Let me show you guys that one more time. And you can change the different areas. So you can see right there's accents on the door panels up front and around the front of the dashboard, which is so cool. Wiper controls. You can change the instrument clusters, different units, and so on. Go into your various different settings like I showed you guys before. Overall, I do like the system. The response with the touchscreen is very intuitive and quick to respond. But coming down here, you do have a dual zone climate control, 3-stage heated front seats, a wireless charging pad down below with 2 USB-C ports. Those are for charging right there. Push button start is right here. You do have a 12-volt charger. And this is how you have a shortcut button right here for your traction control functions right there. A automatic parking brake and a auto start stop defeat. Over here is your drive mode function. So if I hit the button right there, it'll change the various different drive modes. You have eco, comfort, normal, sport, and a custom mode, which you can adjust right there. Dynamic chassis control, you can custom figure through comfort, normal, sport. Steering between normal and sport. the front differential between normal, sport, and drivetrain, normal, sport, and eco, as well as the active sound. So you can change that between all these various different modes. They have cruise control and climate controls right there. This is your gear shifter right here. You basically push that down. You have reverse right there. You'd have a backup camera with trajectory, no trajectory lines. What? I'm shocked. Neutral drive, and then you push again for sport, and you have a manual mode over here on this side. You have two cup holders right here, which are a pretty good size for the segment, and it's in the console with the USB-C port right there. Also have a glove box right here, which does have pretty good storage. Up top, you do have your garage door opener right there with the auto dimming rear view mirror, and a moonroof up top, which does let in pretty good light. Also do have a sunglass holder right here. Telematic controls right here, SOS, just maintenance functions and so on. But let's go and take the Jetta GLI for a drive and see how she does. All right, we're behind the wheel of the 2023 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. We are starting out in eco mode. Speaking of visibility out the front, rear, and sides, it is great. I can see very good over the hood as well as out the side and out the back as well. First thing I am loving is this virtual kind of cockpit display right here. You can literally change through all the various different views. You can go like this more like kind of fixed, more clean view right there. You can just toggle through your various different menus right there. I also do have these sport displays up right there so you can see your PSI, G-force meter, as well as the vehicle temperature. Even in the eco mode, the vehicle is very smooth, refined, and quiet, and it does have pretty good torque as well. 258 pound-foot of it on demand. But I do want to go ahead and turn onto this back road and put into its sport mode. So basically you go into your drive modes right there. We're going to go sport. You hear the sound enhancer. And a little pop on the other shit. It sounds so good. It's so quick though. Let's go manual mode. So let's talk a little bit more about how the performance aspect is in this Jetta GLI. Now, going around the first corner, you can feel, honestly, the GTI is definitely a little bit more set up than this, obviously, because the GTI has wider 235 with tires, a little bit more of a dynamic suspension, and 235 with tires, which really make the difference. And they are summers. These are all season. But I have to say though, overall, this vehicle is more, I would say, user-friendly for like all-weather capabilities, whereas GTI, you're gonna have to get another set of tires. And even at 60 miles an hour, the cabin is very hushed and quiet. To me, this feels more like a more mature version of a GTI. Now, as you can see, I do wish manual mode did allow you to hold gears. It will auto upshift for you. We'll go back to the conventional view. You'll shift just around 6,000 RPM. I do wish I did have a little bit more of that engagement, but I am liking it in the sport mode. It is very nice. You can, of course, adjust everything. Oh, that pop. And you can feel that limitless slip pulling you around the corner. This thing is nice. I like this. The 7-speed DSG does have pretty good shifts. Could be a smidge quick on the downshift. Now I want to stop for a minute so I can go ahead and put it in ESC Sport. So ESC Sport will allow just a little bit more or less intervention with the stability control to be in park for it, which is one thing that is kind of a bummer. So we'll go ESC Sport. There we go. Now let's go. You can see right there the auto start stop is very smooth. Kicked in no problem at all. You can of course deactivate it right here. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. And to be honest, like I just said before, it's really, like when you look at this in the GTI, there's a slight difference between this and the way this handles and just like the character and the feel versus that in the GTI. It sounds so good. It sounds so good. Now you're probably wondering, why doesn't this get the newer reworked engine of the GTI, where it has 241 horsepower with 273 pound-foot of torque and a couple little bit more like other amenities and stuff that the GTI does get. Now I have a little bit of theory about that. So I think that so that this didn't eat into GTI sales, Volkswagen kind of gave you the most features in the GTI to kind of keep it alive. If you look at Hyundai with the Veloster N that I own, obviously the Launcher N basically got rid of that vehicle because it was dynamically, like, had better options. It was crazier. It was just all those things right there. So that's probably my small theory of why Volkswagen is giving this GLI the entire like range of everything, like head-up display or heated and cooled seats and stuff like that. Now we do have to try an acceleration run real quick. So I'm in sport transmission. I'm gonna go foot all the way down. Zero to 60 felt about the 6.3 second range. Now keep in mind these are on all season tires. If you get summer tires, traction will be way better. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the adaptive cruise control for you guys real quick so you can see. Unfortunately, we don't have nobody in front of me to actually like demonstrate it to you guys, but hey, we'll make it work. You can see right there, I do have the adaptive cruise control going. Using the camera up top, it'll follow the vehicle in front of you if we did have one, but you can change the following distances right here on this side. And you can also increase and decrease the speed right there. So as you can see, driver assistance does work pretty good. And you do also have lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking. Let's see how the adaptive cruise auto start stop is. You can see right here, auto start stop is very smooth and quiet. One thing that definitely does surprise me with this vehicle is the miles per gallon. Well, let's go ahead and turn the yeah, we're gonna do one more launch control, right? It's a performance vehicle. All right, we gotta try one more 0 to 60. All right, wheel straight, brake. This thing is just crazy, man. It's crazy. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about what I think about this Volkswagen Jetta GLI in my conclusion as we sit at this light. Now, overall, I do like the package, but you can definitely tell there are a couple of shortcuts versus this and the GTI. But overall, I do like this drive assistance I showed you guys a second ago. The adaptive cruise control works very good. And dual lane keeping assist was a smidge more aggressive. I was kind of going out the lane trying to test it, and it wasn't really like working with me like that. But other than that, drive assistance is great. I'm gonna see if I can get it to work one more time. There we go. Let's go behind this truck right here. You can see right there that cruise control is working. We're gonna go all the way down to 1 following distance. Let's see if it hits the brakes. Nope. Let's go 2 following distances. Yep, oh, let's stop again. You can, of course, deactivate it right there. But other than that, overall, I do like this GLI. What I really like is the styling. They definitely did make it look a little bit more sportier with the revised front fascia for the 2022 facelift that it did give this vehicle. Looks more sportier, and I like the sound. And of course, if we do speak about tuning, these engines can make a lot of power. I mean, it's basically the same engine as the Golf R. So if you do get like the bigger turbo or whatever, upgrade the turbo, and you get a tune, you'll be at like 400, 500, 600 horsepower, which is just insane in a front-wheel drive sedan like this. Did take a slight second for that dual clutch to downshift, but when it did, just took off. But a couple other things I want to talk about too in my conclusion of this Jetta GLI. One, a couple things I also do like is the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is wireless. And I have to say though, it's definitely more closer towards Honda with the wireless connectivity. Now, funny enough, I was in the Audi, it was an A3, and I did a video a couple months back. The wireless CarPlay and Android Auto took a long time to actually connect. This in this vehicle is phenomenal. It connects no problem at all. The moment you hit it, it connects. I do also like this 10-inch digital cluster right here. Provides a lot of various information. You have the various different views right there you can change. You can put up your navigation, your drive assistance right here in your line of sight. Literally features everything that you basically need on a daily basis. I also do like the ambient lighting on the interior. It really does spruce it up at nighttime. So you got the various different colors right here that you can change. All these different colors right here, which is so cool. Do wish the screen was just slightly bigger, but it does have pretty good graphics quality. You can pull that down right there to change the cluster illumination. You got shortcut buttons and sound functions right there. But overall, I am liking this GLI. It does have a lot of the GTI characteristics, more so in the handling. You can really feel it, but just to get that extra inch or extra like percentage of sportiness, you definitely do need to get summer tires. But then you lose some of the practicality of this having all-season tires and being used like basically every day. So this does have a nice little middle ground between like a normal like run-of-the-mill like mid-size sedan and like a full-on kind of track-focused sport hatchback basically. But that is basically going to wrap up this video. Let's try a U-turn. Pretty good. But that is going to wrap up this video. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. This is Chris signing out, and I will see you guys in the next one.